In this comprehensive video, we take you on a full journey of installing porcelain tiles on a pool wall, from preparation to the final clean finish. This process requires precision, patience, and the right techniques to ensure the installation is both beautiful and durable under constant exposure to water, chemicals, and outdoor conditions. We begin by examining the surface of the pool wall. It must be completely clean, stable, and structurally sound. Any dust, grease, or old residue from previous tiles must be removed using a wire brush and a pressure washer. This is essential to create a solid bond between the wall and the tile adhesive. We also check for any cracks or irregularities, filling them with a waterproof repair mortar and smoothing the surface to create a perfect base for the porcelain tiles. Next, we mark reference lines using a level or laser to ensure horizontal and vertical alignment throughout the installation. These lines are crucial for guiding the tile layout, especially when working underwater or along curved or sloped surfaces. Every detail counts when aiming for a symmetrical and professional finish. We move on to mixing the tile adhesive. Since this is a pool wall, we use a high-performance waterproof tile adhesive that's resistant to chlorine, pressure, and constant moisture. The adhesive is mixed according to the manufacturer's specifications, paying close attention to consistency. It should be smooth but not too wet, just enough to stick firmly and hold the tiles in place vertically. Applying the adhesive is done in sections. Using a notched trowel, we spread the glue in even rows, keeping the same direction of combing to avoid trapping air. Buttering the back of each tile is an optional but recommended step in pool installations. It ensures full contact and minimizes hollow spots, which can lead to water penetration or tile detachment over time. Once the adhesive is in place, we begin laying the porcelain tiles, starting from the bottom and working our way up. This strategy uses gravity to our advantage and allows the tiles to rest on previously placed rows, preventing slippage. Spacers are used between tiles to ensure even joints, usually between 2 to 4 millimeters, depending on the tile type and desired finish. As we move upward, we constantly check the alignment using a level and a plumb line. Any necessary adjustments are made before the adhesive sets. Cuts are made with a wet saw or an angle grinder fitted with a diamond blade, ensuring precision and preventing breakage. In corners and edges, we pay extra attention to symmetry and waterproofing. We may apply additional adhesive or use specialized corner trims to reinforce stability. Silicone or polyurethane sealants can be applied in expansion joints or where tiles meet other materials, such as concrete or metal, to absorb movement and prevent water leaks. After laying all the tiles, we wait 24 to 48 hours for the adhesive to fully cure. This ensures that the tiles are firmly bonded and ready for grouting. We then prepare a waterproof grout that matches the tile color or design. The grout is applied using a rubber float, pressed diagonally across the joints to fill them completely without leaving gaps or air pockets. Once the grout begins to dry, we clean the surface with a damp sponge, wiping off any excess material. It's important not to let grout dry on the tile surface, especially with porcelain, as it can be difficult to remove later. This step might need to be repeated more than once to ensure the tiles remain clean and polished. After 72 hours, the tiles are safe to be exposed to water. However, in pool installations, it's recommended to wait a full week before refilling the pool to allow all materials to settle and bond properly. We also apply a waterproof sealant if required, especially in corners or detailed decorative areas. Throughout the entire process, we emphasize accuracy, cleanliness, and safety. Proper gear, like gloves, masks, and goggles, is always used, especially when handling cutting tools or strong adhesives. The result is a stunning, long-lasting porcelain tile installation that enhances the beauty and value of the pool. The smooth, elegant surface is not only visually appealing, but also functional. resistant to fading, water pressure, temperature changes, and algae buildup. Porcelain tiles are among the best choices for pools due to their strength, low water absorption, weight, and design versatility. They come in various colors, textures, and finishes that can transform any basic pool wall into a luxurious design feature. Whether you prefer a modern minimal look or a classic Mediterranean style, porcelain offers endless possibilities. This installation method can be applied to both residential and commercial pools, spas, fountains, or any water-exposed vertical surface. It's a rewarding process that, when done correctly, will last for decades with minimal maintenance. In closing, remember that preparation is key, precision is non-negotiable, and patience is your best tool. Take your time with each stage. Don't rush. The integrity of a pool's wall finish depends entirely on the craftsmanship behind it. Thank you for watching this detailed step-by-step guide. Whether you're a professional tiler or a passionate DIYer, we hope this tutorial provides the clarity and confidence you need to take on your next porcelain tile installation project around the pool. After the tiles have been installed and the grout has cured, we move into a crucial, yet often overlooked phase of the process: detailed finishing, sealing, and long-term protection of the porcelain tile installation. These final touches not only complete the aesthetic of the project, but also determine its longevity, especially in challenging environments like a swimming pool. We begin with a close inspection of the grout joints. Every joint must be fully filled, compacted, and flush with the tile surface. Any dips, voids, or uneven grout lines can not only affect the visual appeal, but may also invite moisture penetration. A small detailing tool, such as a grout finishing stick or even a rounded plastic pipe, is used to gently shape the grout lines, creating a smooth, professional appearance. Next, we conduct a grout haze removal process using specialized haze removers or diluted white vinegar on a microfiber cloth, depending on the product type. This step must be done carefully to preserve the glaze or matte finish of the porcelain tiles. We work methodically, wiping the surface tile by tile, making sure no residue dulls the brilliance of the installation. Once the surface is cleaned and the grout has dried completely, usually after 3 to 5 days, we proceed to apply a penetrating sealer to the grout lines. Even if the porcelain tiles themselves are low porosity, grout remains a vulnerable point in any tiled surface. A quality grout sealer helps resist stains, chlorine chemicals, algae growth, and discoloration over time. We apply the sealer using a small brush or sponge applicator, going line by line with patience and care. Now, we move to the waterproofing inspection stage. This is particularly important for pool walls that are constantly submerged. Using a water spray test or moisture meter, we observe if any section absorbs water faster than expected, which might indicate a sealing failure or a gap in the grout. If so, we reapply sealant or replace the grout in that section. In areas where tile meets another surface, such as metal fixtures, lights, pool jets, or ladders, we install flexible expansion joints. These are filled with silicone or polyurethane sealants that expand and contract with temperature changes. Without these joints, tile stress may cause cracking or detachment during seasonal shifts. We also take time to clean and polish edges and trim finishes. This includes tile borders, decorative strips, or mosaic inlays. Any sharp tile edge is sanded gently using a diamond hand pad to remove microchips and prevent injury. For luxury pools, these details make a world of difference, adding visual sophistication and tactile safety. At this point, the visual transformation of the pool wall is nearly complete, but our commitment to durability continues. We now advise the client or homeowner on post-installation care. We recommend using pH-neutral pool cleaners, avoiding acid-based products that can etch tile surfaces or degrade grout prematurely. Weekly inspections of the pool wall during routine cleaning help identify early signs of grout erosion, algae, or chemical damage. In addition, we provide guidance on seasonal maintenance. For pools in colder climates, it's essential to lower the water level before winter and protect the walls with winterization covers. In hot climates, UV rays and high temperatures may accelerate discoloration. Thus, maintaining balanced pool chemistry is crucial. Next, we explore common mistakes and how to avoid them. One frequent error is skipping the waterproof primer before applying adhesive on absorbent surfaces. This can cause adhesive drying too quickly, leading to bond failure. Another mistake is using indoor adhesives or non-waterproof grout, which cannot withstand submerged environments. Rushing the curing process is also a major risk. Porcelain tile adhesives and grout need time, sometimes several days, before they're ready for water contact. Poor tile alignment, inconsistent grout spacing, or improper cuts can ruin the entire aesthetic and even lead to water flow issues. To solve these, we always recommend creating a mock layout before starting the full installation. Dry lay the tiles on the ground or mark your tile placement with chalk lines on the wall. This gives a preview of the final pattern, allowing corrections in symmetry or spacing before applying any adhesive. Another critical piece of advice: always respect tile batch numbers and tone variations. Porcelain tiles, especially those with natural stone patterns, may have slight differences in shade or finish. Always mix tiles from multiple boxes to blend any variation naturally across the surface. We now turn to aesthetic customization, which is an exciting part of porcelain tile work. Many pool owners prefer adding borders, mosaics, or mixed-size tile layouts to create visual interest. Others may incorporate LED lighting behind translucent glass porcelain tiles, creating glowing patterns at night. All of this is possible when the tile installation is precise and well prepared. At this stage, we also suggest testing tile surface slip resistance. Even though it's a wall, many pool designs wrap tiles over edges, stairs, or sitting areas. For these locations, using matte or textured porcelain is important. These tiles offer grip and reduce the risk of accidents. Where glossy tiles are used, make sure they're not installed in zones exposed to frequent contact by wet hands or feet. We end the process with a final surface polish using a microfiber cloth and neutral pH cleaner. This step enhances the tile's natural tone and reveals the beauty of the full installation. The reflection of light on the smooth surface, especially underwater, creates an elegant shimmer that defines a well-executed pool wall. Before wrapping up, we emphasize the importance of craftsmanship in tile installations. A pool is not just a utility, it's a feature, an experience, and in many cases the focal point of outdoor living spaces. That's why every detail matters, from layout planning to tile cutting, adhesive application, grouting, sealing, and maintenance. And finally, for anyone planning to take on this type of project, whether homeowner or professional, understand that porcelain tile installation on pool walls is a skill that blends technical knowledge, artistic vision, and engineering understanding. Practice makes perfect. Start with small vertical surfaces before moving to large curved pool walls. Keep learning, stay patient, and the results will speak for themselves. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth tutorial. The transformation from a bare concrete wall to a polished porcelain finish is truly remarkable, and with the right technique, tools, and mindset, it's absolutely achievable. Now that we've covered both the installation and finishing phases in depth, let's dive deeper into advanced techniques tools, and creative strategies used by experienced tile professionals when working with porcelain tiles on pool walls. This section is dedicated to those who want to elevate their craftsmanship beyond the basics to achieve finishes that are not only functional, but also truly artistic. Let's begin with advanced layout planning. In high-end projects, the layout of porcelain tiles is designed in harmony with the overall architecture of the pool. This includes aligning tile seams with water lines, matching patterns across curved surfaces, and integrating mosaics or accent tiles in strategic areas like the entry points around underwater lights or near decorative niches. One advanced technique is dry layout visualization using digital design software or AR, augmented reality tools. These allow professionals to simulate the tile arrangement over 3D models of the pool before installation begins. Adjustments can be made in pattern, tile size, or direction to prevent awkward cuts or mismatched lines. Next, we focus on tool selection and precision equipment. The difference between a standard job and a masterful installation often lies in the tools used. For example, instead of a basic tile cutter, professionals often use a wet bridge saw with a rail system. This ensures perfectly straight cuts even on large format porcelain slabs, which are commonly used in modern pool designs. For curved or custom shapes, a variable speed angle grinder equipped with diamond turbo blades and polishing pads is indispensable. These tools allow the tiler to cut perfect circles for pool jets, skimmers, or light fixtures, and to bevel the edges for a smooth, safe finish. Water-cooled tile drills are also essential for making holes without cracking the porcelain. Professionals also rely on suction cup tile lifters to handle heavy or large tiles safely, especially when working vertically. This prevents fatigue and reduces the risk of dropping or misaligning tiles during installation. Using tile leveling systems, especially those with wedge clips or screw caps, ensures consistent tile heights and eliminates lippage even over large wall areas. Let's now turn our attention to decorative and creative techniques. While functionality is crucial in pool tile work, aesthetics can elevate the design to the next level. One creative option is to incorporate porcelain mosaics in geometric or flowing patterns. These small tiles can be used to create waves, fish, designs, or abstract art across the pool wall. Another method is using contrasting border tiles, a darker tone outlining a lighter body, to add depth and elegance. Some designers even use metallic effect porcelain tiles, or those with textured stone-like finishes, to simulate luxury materials at a fraction of the maintenance cost. In luxury builds, LED light strips are sometimes embedded between tile rows behind frosted glass tiles. When lit at night, these features create dramatic underwater illumination, giving the pool a spa-like ambiance. However, this requires careful electrical planning and waterproof junctions, so collaboration with electricians is key. Now, let's discuss technical errors that even professionals sometimes make. Thermal expansion miscalculations. Not accounting for material expansion can cause bulging or tile detachment. Always integrate vertical and horizontal expansion joints every few meters and never tile over structural movement joints without a proper bridge system. Wrong adhesive selection for tile size. For large format tiles using a standard, thinset will not provide adequate coverage or bond strength. A high flex fiber reinforced adhesive is a must. Back buttering is also required. Installing tiles in extreme weather, adhesive and grout performance drops in high heat, freezing conditions, or humidity. Ideally, work early morning or in the shade, and always check material temperature. Limits. Neglecting substrate slope. Even vertical walls can be slightly angled to assist water runoff or prevent